Stand by, everybody. Here we go. Hello, everyone. My name is Rituro. Welcome back to Canada, the true north, strong and free. Our featured match today is the 2016 season opener against the New York Red Bulls in Red Bull Arena. Barely above freezing. Oof. Breezy, rainy, cold day in New York. Should be fun. Updates. Oh, we have so many of them. Let's start on the international level. In the Olympic Games qualifying, where Canada, Costa Rica, El Salvador, and Mexico are set to do battle. Actually, just after this match, I believe. Yes, indeed. After this New York match, we get into Olympic qualifying. It's going to be a busy run of matches for me. And I'll be taking quite a few Whitecaps players with me. As you know, the U23s are pretty well stocked. I still wasn't able to get any sort of support from my coaching staff, which sucks. But I did pick up what I think is a decent U23 squad. Knowing what I know about these players up top, and I see that my assistant has finally put some ability markers in there, which is great. Knowing what I know about Carducci, Viscosi, Alderson, Gasparotto, Murrell, Payet, Franzo, Mori, and Clark, I feel pretty confident having them on the side. And Fraser, Jay Chapman, Norbert Janis, who I assume is a new gen, it looks like it. Sead Kube, Daniel Sinise, Kevin Whiteman, as in another new gen, is that right? Oh, maybe, yes, this should be a new gen. Michael Petrasso, Dylan Carrero, Kyle Laren, Joe DiBernardo, that is definitely a new gen. Mark Guzman, Carmine Lord, Clement Blanchard, and Callum Ferguson. So it's a pretty decent lineup, all considered. Goodness knows I've been developing some of these people for senior national team duty, and Murrell is just there for the ride because my left back options are pretty disastrous. Between him and Adekube, we should be able to limp through with that position. So that is the squad that I'm taking in with me. We haven't had any warm-up friendlies as of yet, which I may end up regretting. But based on what I have here, fingers crossed we can get the job done in Olympic qualifying. All we have to do is get to the knockout stages, get out of this group somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, get out of this group, move on, face off against whoever comes out of this group, which I imagine will be the U.S. and Honduras. Maybe Trinidad and Tobago sneaks that second spot, but I can't see Cuba doing anything of note. The group of death is definitely Group B for this one. Over on the domestic side, let's see what happened here in the offseason. The final roster has been chosen, and yes, indeed, looks pretty darn solid, even though there's some people unhappy over the loss of Octavio Rivero. They're still cranky about it. I did bring in Chris Twardek on loan. We're going to see if he's going to be a decent option for us, if we can get him some minutes. Perhaps convince him to play for Canada instead of the Czech Republic. Is it still a legitimate roster? Oh, you better believe it is. Still got 3 spots open. But of the 10 international spots I have, only 7 non-Canadian players on the roster. Now that number is up from the end of last season because I've brought in players like Lionel Demelcori, an international reserve player, which goes against my general rule of having reserve spots wasted on international talent. But this is a kid who could develop quite nicely for us. I mean, that's not nothing. It's not amazing, which is why he's not starting, but it's not nothing. And he might be decent to have on the bench as depth, so we'll see how it goes from there. Maybe I can flip him on for a little bit of a profit. You never know. Elsewhere, of course, Brad Davis is the other big pickup here. As you saw in the previous video, he's showing his age, but he's playing for far less than the $8,000 a week he was making with Houston, and he could very well be a decent backup option for us as things go on. Losing Tyler Findlay was not good this offseason. Not good at all. He's on the 6-game disabled list for a rather horrible torn hamstring injury. 3 months out. Not good for his development. He would have been on the U23 roster guaranteed, and losing him did not make me very happy. Beaker has survived this offseason, so hopefully he will actually be able to play this season, which would be nice. Tybert also coming off of a bit of an injury here as well himself. Back strain, he should be back in a week, and he's currently wanted, it should be pointed out, by a Dutch club, FC Dordrecht. And I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't say no if they came knocking for Tybert because I've got so many options on the wings now. But first things first, let's hope they actually meet his value or exceed it. I'm not selling him for a song. We're not selling him for peanuts, that's for sure. The other things to look at here as we just go, let's just look at the whole transfer policy here so you can see exactly what we did here. So Twardek, Pander, Sajan, and Jordan brought in, Brad Davis brought in, our draft picks, Craig O'Hanlon and Liam Flynn. Sam Payet officially exercised his option, and that free transfer of Lionel Demelcori, that's our in. On the outside, Rego, O'Neill, Gaston Fernandez, Johnny Leverone, gone. Gershon Kofi, gone. Rivero and Cavallini, gone. Pander, Jordan, Camber, and Sajan all loaned out. Paunic and Sampson, gone. They actually had mutual termination on their contracts. Flynn loaned out. Mane loaned out to Solos, out in Tijuana. He's currently just playing with their U20s and U21s, but he's getting minutes, which is not nothing, and hopefully he can get some experience there and develop nicely. Anthony Jackson-Hamel also back on loan. Jovan Zavaris also back on loan, though I reserve the right to cancel that at any moment if I need some fresh striking options, because Zavaris has a lot of potential to work with us. Certainly if the loan of Laurent... What the heck is his name? Oh my god, drawing a blank here on Laurent's name. Laurent Maury! There we go. If Laurent Maury doesn't work out, then I will definitely be bringing Zavaris back up. And finally, Jammal Wood has finally been waived. Now, it was requested by Twitch chat that should this unfortunate day come to pass, that we reminisce about the Ballad of Jammal Wood. And so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I present to you the horrible Ballad of Jammal Wood. Cover your ears. He was won on a lottery by Philadelphia. His name was Jammal Wood. We traded for him to come to Vancouver, but it turned out he wasn't very good. He was a Highlander, and for that I should be proud. But the only thing I'll remember about Jammal Wood is, oh boy, he complained loud. Hey boss, play me. Hey boss, play me. That's the sound of Jammal Wood. Hey boss, play me. Hey boss, play me. Give me a reason, you horrible player, why I should. Well, I can throw the ball, I can kick the ball, and I can put it on my foot. If you put me on the field, I'll guarantee it won't be a bad look. Let me get out in front of the defense and I'll play my best game. Jammal Wood, I've seen what you can do, and Wood's a fitting name. You're a blockhead, Jammal Wood. You're a blockhead, Jammal Wood. Get off my squad, get off my squad. You're a blockhead, Jammal Wood. That is the Ballad of Jammal Wood. Thank you very much, everybody. All right. With that nonsense out of the way, you can blame Twitch chat for that one, by the way. You can blame Twitch chat for the existence of that silly, silly ballad. All right. Let's get into today's match here. Against the New York Red Bulls on First Kick 2016. DC United 3-0 over Portland to kick things off. Toronto 3-2 over Houston. Seattle 1-0 over New England. LA 2-0 over Philly. Columbus 3-2 over Chicago. RSL 1-0 over San Jose. Orlando and Colorado the other match. Us in New York. Ooh, Will Bruin ineligible. Robbie Rogers ineligible. Dex McCarty suspended. Wow, that's a weekend in New York. I like it. Still got Wright Phillips up top. Oh, they got Kevin Molino out of Orlando. Sasha Kleston still in the middle. Luis Gill. It's an interesting lineup. Should be able to crack them, though. Starting for us, we're going with Carducci, Viscosi, Gasparotto, Tobin, Beaker, Alderson, Franzo, Davis, Morales, Murray, and Bunbury. Again, a lot of those players will be vanishing and heading up to the U23 squad, so use them now while you get the chance. Borjan, Adekora, Morgan, Payet, Tuareg, Mesquita, and Clark on the bench, with Thomas, Muriel, Parker, Bustos, McKendry, Froze, Hanlon, and Demelcori on the outside looking in. Still had some fitness problems this year. Certainly worse than last year. I made the mistake of trusting my assistant manager to manage fitness. And while the first team looked pretty darn solid, the rest of the squad looks absolutely horrible. So rather upset about that. A stark reminder that the AI in MLS squads needs to be not trusted, because you need to make sure you get your team proper fitness. Starting Brad Davis, we're going to see how he does here. Hopefully I won't regret that. Tuareg on the bench. Draw would be nice. Draw would be quite nice to start off the 2016 season. Again, loss is going to be horrible. Draw's okay. One win every match. We haven't done the 4-4-2 diamond in a very long time. So we'll see if this actually works out for us. It's a very interesting 4-5-1 or 4-3-3, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, I agree. Let's take care of this Bradley Wright Phillips guy. He's kind of important. All right. Revenge! Oh, revenge is such a good motivator. Here we go. Vancouver in their road blue in a very chilly and rainy Red Bull Arena. New York Red Bulls in their red and white, with the pink cow on their jersey. Early chance for Sasha Kleston. Hits the wall. Job to Bunbury. Twitch chat telling me, don't quit my day job for the Ballad of Jammal Wood. Well, I'm glad we all agree that my singing skills should not be unleashed upon the world for any reason whatsoever. Oh, right, Phillips almost went close there. Bright start there for New York. Scosi. Alderson. Teammates on the Canadian U23 side. Clumsy thing up there, but now Morales finds Bunbury, goes back out wide right to Viscosi. There's the cross. Peronel is there to knock it away. Mori to Morales. Has a go himself. Nowhere close to the net. Chances at both ends. Beaker. So good to see him starting. Davis on the left as well. So that left side looking very much revamped from last season. We'll see if it's worth the effort. Having Brad Davis, certainly an upgrade for this side. At least we hope it is. At least it's good to have a veteran presence there. I believe I actually have him on tutoring duty with Marco Bustos, since I think he is. Oh, look at that! Laurent Maury! He's offside. Oh, you got my hopes up, Laurent Maury. It looked good, though. The finish was there. Problem was the attack was... Oh, it was close. It was very close. Very nearly kept onside there by the fullback. Very nearly. No wonder Laurent Maury was celebrating so hard, but it was indeed a legitimate offside. Sasha Klestion. For Bradley Phillips, headed away by Paul Tobin. Tobin and Gasparotto, our defensive line of the future. Pretty happy with that. Laurent Maury now out wide. Davis. Morales. Alderson. Bunbury. Maury. This is good stuff from Vancouver. The counterattacking 4-4-2 is not something we've shown to most teams. May explain why they're put off by it, and Davis gets a shot on goal. A weak one, though, easily handled by Luis Robles. We've had a decent amount of long-range shots, haven't we? Let's try some into-the-box stuff here. Morales snuffed out there, and Molino will go the other way. Hot boy Kevin Molino, stuffed. Alderson takes him right out of the play. Twitch chat teasing me about the Gold Cup. That's right, we're currently recording this episode after the first two matches. The Gold Cup groups have been played. The CONCACAF Championship. Canada, a draw against El Salvador, scoreless draw at that. Rather embarrassing. Then lost 1-0 in a stoppage time goal against Jamaica, leaving Canada on 1 point with a final group stage match against Costa Rica to go. All the signs point to another Canada embarrassment at the Gold Cup, barring a result for the ages against the Ticos. That was close there for Morales as he tried to get one from distance. If Canada got full 3 points against Costa Rica, I would be dancing for joy. I don't see it happening, though. Not the way this team has been trotted out. Certainly not the way Floro has been building his lineups. The fact that he's not been playing more of Osorio and Tybert is just baffling. As a result, the attack has really floundered. But that's the real life state of Canada. In the digital world, Canada won the Gold Cup. So, you know, I think we all know what's what here. Alright, fairly average. You can still win tonight, guys. It's been a very even game. And I like that. When we start the season, it's an average game. That makes me happy. Because make no mistake, our preseason was anything but average. We beat Hidalgo, which is good. Drew Tecos, and these are B-sides in Mexico. AR Tuzo, only a 2-1 win. Only beat the Highlanders 1-0. Beat up Bellingham 6-0. Highlanders, Mid-Isle Highlanders 3-0. 1-0 win over the Battery. Drew the Aztecs, lost to the Railhawks, and lost to Columbus. So we really tapered off after a lackluster preseason. So the fact that we're holding New York to a draw here, very, very good. Oh yes, this Twitch chat is reminding me, the New Jersey Red Bulls, since they play in Harrison, New Jersey. Or is it Harrisburg, New Jersey? Point is, it's not New York. Good job by Gasparotto and Maury will control. Franzo. He's really come into his own since last season. He might actually be challenging Mosquito for that starting spot on the right. Well, it's Sam now. Controls. Can he get past Davis? He will. Question. Gill. Bradley Wright Phillips, stopped by Gasparotto. Question follows up. And there are quite a few questions about that question shot. And Morales is injured. Not good. Not good. And Borchers gets a yellow for it. Well, that's something. Alright. Do we go with Mosquito? Or do we push Davis up front and bring on Twardek? I think that's what we'll do. Brad Davis, go up front. Twardek, come on in. I did try and call up Twardek to the U23s. He was not buying it. Czech Republic refused to release him. Alright, let's go. Let's see how Twardek does here. Beaker. Lade. Intercepts and clears. Right, helps back to Lloyd Sam. Poor ball from Samuel, and Viscosi's quick to clear it. Brad Davis. Twardek on loan from Millwall. Brought down, and the ball goes the other way. Only as far as Tobin. Decent control here as Carducci sends it long again. Finds Davis, but he's immediately closed down by 3 Red Bulls. And that's a great ball through to Wright Phillips. And it's an even better finish. 1-0 for the Red Bulls. Not good. Not good. That was a great pass. A little bit surprised. Dylan Powers, nobody. Alderson misses it. Slow to react are Tobin and Gasparotto. And Carducci, very, very awkward save. And it's 1-0. Question. Right to Phillips. Inside to Sam. Crosses for Molino. Right at Carducci. Claiming crossed the line. No. No, it did not. Alright, we're at the hour mark. Nothing's happening. Teal Bunbury's having an atrocious game. So, guess what? Caleb Clark. You're in. Poacher, yep. That is correct. Go get him, Caleb Clark. It's your time to shine. Get him. Ibrahim Sakaria coming over Luis Gill. Yes, yes, they're exhausted. Lovely. All right, let's bring on Mosquito for Davis. He is looking kind of gassed out there. All right, that's our substitutions done. Show me a goal. Yeah, Corey Ash. Tobin. Oh, just a reprimand. Good. No card. No card. That's good. Come on. At least a chance, please. How are we being outshot 2-1? Oh, Viscosi's really getting... We're getting let off the hook here by Alan Kelly. And I don't think that's going to result in anything good. An unfortunate start to the season. A 1-0 loss away at Red Bull Arena. Yeah, that was not good enough. Some good things to look at. Tobin was pretty good. Twardek, 6.7 in his debut. Not bad. Davis, 6.8 in his debut. Quite good. And Beaker, 6.7 in his first full 90 in ages. So, it's not the worst. Not the worst, but definitely could be better. 2016 season. Next time on Strong and Free, we will see how we've been doing at the U23s World or Olympic Games qualifying, and we'll see if we can bounce back from a very disappointing start to the regular season. My name is Rituro. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, follow, share. Tell all your friends about these videos on YouTube, and don't forget, you can watch all these episodes as they're recorded live on twitch.tv/Rituro. Hello, Ashley. Good to see you again. Once again, my name is Rituro. I'm from Canada, the true north, strong and free. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next time.